so my envelope is secured. What I have in here. I have my green card. I don't want to show you because it has my personal information, but oh gosh, thank you, Jesus. I have this. Welcome to the USA. Oh, what's this? This is okay. They put stuff. They said they recommend you use this envelope to protect your new card and prevent wireless communications with it. Okay, so this is where I'll be putting the card and then how to use it in land border crossing. Oh, that's all. Guys, thank you, Lord. Now I can finally talk about my entire process from start to finish, from the application to USCIS approval to NVC to my interview date. Guys, it took a long time, but I thank God for everything. God has been faithful. Don't worry, stay tuned. Hi, my name is Precious. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I'll be talking about my IR1 visa process, and as you can see, I've gotten my green card, my 10 years green card, by the way. I'll be telling you everything about my own experience, everything I needed, what the process is about. Just, I don't know, stay tuned. I think you might learn a thing or two from my experience and my process. First of all, let me start by telling you what my visa type is about. So I wrote some things down, so I'll be looking down from time to time just to look at, some points I have. First of all, IR1 visa, what is it? It's a type of spousal visa. Now, when I started this process, I did not start as IR1, I started as CR1. Now, CR1 is also a spouse of a United States citizen, but in CR1, you're married for less than 2 years during your process. So I started my process before we had our 2 years anniversary. So as at the beginning of my process was CR1, immediately, like on the day of my anniversary, my 2 years anniversary, it changed automatically to IR1. Now in CR1, you get a 2 years green card, which after the 2 years of your marriage elapses, you can file. There's this form, I can't remember, but there's this form you have to fill to remove the condition and then get the 10 years green card. For me, I currently have an IR1, so automatically I'm getting the 10 years green card because there's no condition in it. My marriage is more than 2 years, we're 3 years now, so yeah, I think that's it. Before I start, I would say there are a couple of things that helped me in my process. It seems as if I have a lot of knowledge in this thing because I did my process 100% by myself. I didn't use a lawyer, I didn't use an attorney, I didn't have to contact like anybody to do it for me. I did it myself with my husband. So there are some groups on Facebook that you can join that would help you with this. I have 2 groups that I joined that helped me a lot. Like if you have questions, they always help you address your questions. You also read posts from people's experiences. It helped me a lot. I think I might link maybe a couple of the groups in the description. I don't know if it's allowed to link them, but I would just do that. Or if you want to, you can comment and I will reach out to you and send it to you. I started my process on the 12th of February 2023. Now that was the date that I and my husband, we filed for everything. So that date is usually called your priority date. It is the date you officially submitted your application that, oh, you are applying for this visa. After filing 12th February 2023, now this process is divided into 3. I'll say 2, but it's like 3 phases. The first one the filing here in the US, you're filing with USCIS. When you file with USCIS, they approve your application and then send your documents and everything to the NVC, National Visa Center, in the country you're applying to. The country you're applying from. Me, I was applying from Nigeria. So USCIS approved my case on 13th of July 2023 and then sent my case down to NVC in Nigeria to start the second phase of the process. So remember what I said, phase 1, process here in the US, and phase 2 in the country where you're residing. So my phase 1 here in the US was approved 13th of July 2023, and then supposedly they sent it to NVC in Nigeria. But I had a little hitch in my case. There was this delay. I don't know what caused the delay, but like they said, they sent it to NVC. NVC said they've not received it. So there was this back and forth that went, you know, from here to here to here to here. So I don't know what really caused that, but I was calling my husband, I was mailing, my husband was calling, we are bombarding them just so that they will rectify it. So finally we got a letter in my mail from NVC on 27th of October. Now imagine, from July, August, September, October, nearly how many months from that? That was when I finally got a mail from NVC. Now, when you get a mail from NVC, I forgot to say, for the USCIS process, for you to be approved, you have to send, you know, evidence of your marriage, everything, basically, your wedding, marriage certificate. If there's divorce, or if any of the spouses has been divorced before, send that. Just send evidence that, oh, you're actually married to this person. In NVC, you have to send all those things all over again and more. Send as much as possible, because NVC has to approve you again. You understand? My case in NVC was delayed. Like after that October, I uploaded everything. Immediately we got the letter, we started uploading everything. Apparently I did not upload my birth certificate. I uploaded birth certificate, but hospital birth certificate, they don't accept that. They accept only national population birth certificate or attestation of birth if you are born before 1992, I think. So I had my national population birth certificate already. I don't even know what I was thinking then, but I uploaded the hospital one and I left the national population one. So they sent me back a mail that, oh, I'm not documentally qualified, that they need my birth certificate. I had to upload the national population birth certificate. After that, I was now documentally qualified. So after I got documentally qualified, the wait began. I think my process before I got the interview, it took long. It took more than 12 months. Mine was almost 14 months before I legit got my interview letter. I got my interview letter on 24th of December 2024. I can't forget that day. It was before Christmas. I was with my husband, because I gave birth September. My husband came back November. So we were doing our child dedication that December. My husband was around and everything. So we're in the village, and I just got the interview letter. My email. I was so excited, guys. Like, I can't even describe how good it felt, because imagine waiting from 29th of November 2023. You waited all through 2024 before getting your interview date. So it actually takes a long time. You need patience. Immediately I got my dates, the same day I started booking my medicals. So I booked my medicals for 9th of January 2025. I went and did my medicals. Now, there was this thing they started in this 2025. It's called document review. I know some people don't like the idea of document review, because they're like why the extra process, why you're adding to the stress and everything. But me personally, I like it. Now let me tell you the reason for that document review. This immigrant visa, it's not usually refused like that, like the way they do non-immigrants. They tell you you're refused and all that. They either put you on administrative processing, where they have to review your documents again. You might get a second interview and all that, or they'll tell you go and bring these documents, or they'll request for one thing or the other. So this document review is kind of to reduce the number of denials or administrative processing they give out within that time frame. The administrative processing, we call it AP. So I learned all this is from the group chats I told you I joined on Facebook. They actually gave me lots of info. So in this document review, you basically bring all your documents that you need for your interview, and make sure you upload them too on that NVC, the site that NVC gives you. We call it CEAC site. You have to upload every single thing. Make sure everything is uploaded, everything and extra. Don't miss one. Upload it before coming for that document review, and bring the documents on that document review day. Basically, they go through your documents and check if everything is complete, whether you have everything to be approved on your interview day. I know that people complain about it, but it's important. I feel like it's needed. It helps people get their approvals faster. So on that document review day, I came with all my documents. I made sure everything was uploaded. They went through the documents I had. If you see how big the file I came with was, the documents they need for my own, which is a spousal visa, is just to confirm that my marriage is legit. I came with chats from the time I and my husband. You don't necessarily have to start from the time you met your husband or something, but like bring chats to show that you and this person talk frequently. I brought calls. Me and my husband talk every day, so I think I brought a year worth of calls. I brought travel itinerary, my husband's passport stamps, all the times he visited through the time we got married to the time of my interview. My husband had visited, I think, 5 to 6 times. So all those stamps throughout his visits, I brought all of them. I brought pictures. You need lots and lots and lots of pictures. From when we were dating, from our engagement, I brought pictures from our wedding, the 3 weddings we had. We had traditional wedding, we had court wedding, we had church wedding. I brought pictures from 3 of them, arranged them well. I used Google Slides to arrange my stuff, so I arranged them well on Google Slides. I did 3 pictures per page. Some pages had 4 pictures, but like I arranged it well. Then I brought pictures with our kids, pictures of when I was pregnant, with our chats, our talk that period, pictures with our kids, the photo shoot we had with our kids, our children's dedication. I put all those pictures. They are compiled, everything. It was so big. Then I brought the wedding certificates. Then if your spouse has been divorced before, bring the divorce certificates. They need it. I brought his tax documents. They asked for tax for, I think, 3 years. Bring 3 years span. So I just brought tax. But let me tell you the truth, they didn't ask me for the tax, because I had uploaded it, and the evidence I brought was so much. On that document review they didn't ask for the tax. I don't know why, but yeah, lucky me, I guess. I brought my birth certificate. Then you bring police character certificate. After that document review day, my interview proper was on 11th of February 2025. I think my interview was in the morning. I got there, it was supposed to be by 7. Mine was supposed to be by 7:30, but I got there very early. Got there by 6 something. So immediately you get there, they have those for non-immigrant doing their own, and then immigrants will stand on their own line. We came in, they asked for the passport, put that sticker they put at the back of the passport. Then yeah, they called us in, went in. I was number what number did they give me again? I think I was number 20. I think I was number 20. They give us numbers. I think I was number 20 or 20 something, but yeah, we sat down inside waiting for your turn to be called to the windows. Some people, their own interview took a lot of time. Some people, their own was shorter. So, and then I saw some familiar faces from the day of my document review who had interviewed the same day that I had here. So they called me when it was my turn. They called my number to window 17. I went there. Let me tell you, the questions were not difficult at all. Like, I think because of the evidence I brought and how much my documents were, like, we have kids. I brought the pictures with the kids. I brought the charts. I brought the calls. And my husband had traveled so many times. So my questions took less than 2 minutes. I think I was approved in less than 2 minutes. So basically they asked me who is filing for me. I told them my husband. They asked me what does my husband do. I told them. They said where does he stay. I told them where he stays. They said okay. The woman now said, it was a lady that interviewed me. She said looking at like the pictures that I came with, she was not like, oh, we have kids and they're so cute. I said, told her thank you. She now looked at our wedding picture, said, now told me, oh, that they married me 3 times. I said yes, so they married me 3 times. She was like, oh, that's cool. What else did she ask? I think that was it. Did you ask me any other thing? She was like, okay, that, oh, congratulations, I'm approved. She now gave me this white paper to pick up my passport, because they took my passport, to pick up my passport afterwards. And that was it. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I was so happy. They said my passport to be ready in like 3 weeks. I was so excited. I was so happy. Like, they didn't ask me much, and I feel like that's one advantage of this document review. When I posted about my process on the group chat on Facebook I told you about, I had some people that were asking, you know, a couple of questions. Some people asked, one, did I expedite my process? No, I didn't expedite my process. How come it was so quick? Now God, oh, I don't know, God just did it for me. Because that USCIS process, there are some people who said they've been waiting for 12 months. Some people say they've been waiting for 14 months. And then mine, I filed February, March, April, May, June, July. Mine like 6 months, I was approved. I don't know, but God just did it for me. One advice that I would give to those who intend to start this process is you must have patience. Everyone's process is different. This process on a norm takes about 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, like max, pata, 3 to 5 years for this IR1, CR1 process. So that's what I'm saying. 3 to 5 years. So don't quit your job, don't sell your property. It's not after they approve you USCIS, you can't sell property. Imagine the timeline from when I was approved in USCIS. I was approved in July of 2023. I stayed the whole of 2024, and then my interview was in 2025. So imagine how long it was. Then for my kids, there are some people who have been confused in their own process, who have been saying, oh, did I give birth to them in the US? How come they are citizens? I would like to make a different video entirely on their own process and how it was. But no, I did not give birth to my kids in the United States. They were given birth to in Nigeria. And yes, they are US citizens. They have US passports. They have US birth certificates. So in the next video, I'll be talking about their process, how it is, what you need, what you don't need, and basically, yeah, everything about their own process in the next video. So thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. See you in the next one. Bye.